This is the Mechwarrior Madcat toy that I picked up from EB Games several years ago. I thought it was a pretty cool toy. It's always been one of my favorite mechs. I thought it would make an interesting repaint. As you can see, it comes with a horrible paint job, but the mech itself is pretty well represented. So this is the starting point. And here we go. And here she is, masked and primered. Here's the first layer of paint and more masking. So this is what it looks like masked prior to the next coat of paint. You can see the patterns very slightly. So here's the Madcat in its final painting stage. I just completed removing the masking, and I went with a sort of digital camo, vector camo, and it turned out a little more complex than I wanted, but it still looks good. Next, I will hit it with some decals and a little bit of weathering, and it should be complete. There it is, my finished Madcat. As you can see, it has the digital camo paint scheme, or vertex camo paint scheme, and I applied decals that I had from leftover kits, and I weathered it heavily. So you can see I gave it rust spots, oil drips, and I really want to make it look like it had seen some action. One of the things that I tried this time around that's new is I used pigments to weather. Normally I use pastels, which are pretty easy to work with, but these pigments are very effective as well, and I think almost better because it adds texture. Um, for example, over here in the rocket pod, I gave it a score mark, and where it looks like it's smoke, as well as the legs. I gave it a couple of blast marks on the legs, and it really looks like there's smoke that you can actually rub off. And I don't know if the video does it justice, but it's very effective. I really like the effect of the pigments. And there it is, my Mechwarrior Madcat.